Have you forgotten that if one can put 1,000 to flight, two will put how many to flight? 10,000 to flight. And I sat down like, in a day I'll be able to sew 3 dresses, 4 dresses, me alone. Somebody has started her business, but she's still jumping every here and there, trying to learn this one, learn that one, learn this one, learn that one, instead of focusing on. Hi there, my name is Glory Pendra Akpan GPA. Welcome to the channel. Here I talk all about fashion business. I give you solutions, strategies, and tips to succeeding in your tailoring or fashion design business. If this is the kind of content you want to watch, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and welcome to the Pendra Like community. You'll like it here. This video is for those who are about to start their tailoring business or fashion design business, or those who are relatively new in business. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 things or more. I haven't counted, they're in my head. This video is not scripted, so pardon me. Know what you're getting into before you enter it, or learn from my mistakes, learn from my mugu, and become a wise fashion entrepreneur. My birthday month, and guys, for this month, a whooping 31 days, I'm going to be offering you guys a highly, hugely discounted fee for my fashion business mentorship. Clap for me now, as I cannot cut cake for you guys. I can offer you my mentorship, my time, my services for almost nothing. All you have to do is make a commitment of 3,000 naira so that I am sure that you want this. Because if I was going to make it completely free, every Tom, Dick, and Harry and unserious fellow will be flooding into my WhatsApp, and I don't want that. So I want you to make a commitment of just 3,000 naira, and I will mentor you for 1 full month. Look at my screen right now. You will see when this offer will be over. That's all. So let me give you a little background about myself. I didn't go to school to study fashion design. I actually am self-taught. I went to school to study medical laboratory science. I spent 5 years in the university, 1 year in the hospital doing my internship, and of course, the NYSC. You know how it is now growing up. You don't quite know what you want to do. Your parents say you should become a doctor. Your other parents say become a lawyer. There's something very professional like that. That's what they want you to do. And when jam you get to the one closer or the one closest for me, which was medical laboratory science. But during the practice, that 1 year practice after school, I knew this was not for me. So I took a firm decision not to practice what I studied. And here I am in fashion design business. How did I get here? Growing up, my mom had a tailoring shop. Now, my mom is a nurse, so she wasn't full-time in the business, but she loved it. Of course, you know when you're thinking of a side hustle, you want to start with the things you love to sew. But because she was so focused on her career as a nurse, she couldn't continue with that business. So that was my first exposure to the business of fashion design. And I was really young, because I think I'd gotten to 15 after secondary school. Going to her shop once in a while and seeing people sew, even though they would never allow me touch the sewing machine, that was the first influence I had. I discovered that I'm very artistic. I like to work with my hands. I love to cook, I love to paint, I love to sew, anything that has to do with the hands and the eyes. Just show me and I will do it fairly okay. And with time, of course, I can become a pro artist. So while I was doing my NYSC, I noticed a friend of mine who had finished hers earlier on and had returned back to Calabar, and she had started her own fashion business. So I noticed her on BBM. I was like, oh, cool, this is something I want to do when I come back. So I chatted her up, and she told me she has already started. In fact, she had already gotten a shop. And I thought, wow, so bold. During NYSC, of course, we had a skill acquisition center where they had sewing machines. They had a few tutors. They weren't very organized. So you would go there and they would let you use the machine, but nobody was really teaching. I could use a sewing machine. Sometimes they'll just pass their customers close to me and tell me to join them. The copper, join this skirt. Somehow, I was just getting things or getting it right, and I'll do it and I'll do it well. So maybe that kind of boosted my confidence and made me really feel that I'm game to set up my business immediately after NYSC. So I chatted that friend up and told her that when I'm in town, I would like to come and spend some time with her in her shop. And I saw how she did her work. In fact, she was really bold and courageous because she didn't know it all, right? But the little knowledge she had, she could execute those ones very well. we both learned on the job, right? So sometimes customers will send in styles and we have no idea how to cut it. We'll take to Pinterest and check out illustrations. Then for some reason, I don't know why we're not really leveraging on YouTube. Maybe because we just thought YouTube would consume our data or something. But of course, subsequently, we started using a lot of YouTube. So we're just finding our way around this fashion thing together, and we will get the job done and the customer would be very satisfied. So in that 3 months, my confidence was boosted that I can do this. I'd gotten a shop, I'd furnished it. My mom's old machines, remember, they were somewhere in the store. I packed them, they were about 5. So I said like a big girl. And I thought that that's all I needed. That's all. That's all. As long as I can cut and sew, I am game for business. In no particular order, I'm going to be sharing with you those things I wish someone told me before I started my fashion design business. When I and my mom were sitting down and making the visibility study, how much would this business make by the end of the year? And I sat down like, in a day I'll be able to sew 3 dresses, 4 dresses, me alone. So if those 3 customers pay me 10,000 naira for their dress, so in a day I'll make 30,000 naira. That means in a week, working 6 days, I'll be able to make 180,000 naira. And in a month, I'll be able to make 720,000 naira. Dreamer. If you want to make quality clothes, it's going to take time. Nobody told me that. Good sewing, good finishing is going to take you time. And of course, I wanted to deliver the best to my customers. So I found myself sewing 1 dress a day. And sometimes, depends on the style, more than 1 day to make that dress. Sometimes 2 days, sometimes 3 days. Nobody told me so. So, coming into the fashion business or tailoring business with so much passion, I became a perfectionist. I didn't believe that anybody was able to sew as good as I would, and nobody could give me, that standard of finishing I wanted. So I did not hire tailors. I was working alone. Nobody told me that you cannot do it alone. That this is a business and you must hire hands. This is not hobby. This one now must pay my rent, must feed me, must take care of my children. At the time, I didn't have children, sharp, but at least could buy me fine hair, could buy me fine shoes. So I had to treat it as such. I needed to hire hands, and nobody told me. So for about 2 years or 3 years in my business, I was sewing alone. Newbies, hear me. Hire people to work with you. Hire tailors, hire pattern drafters, hire people to work with you. For those of you who are scared that you cannot pay salary, have you forgotten that if one can put 1,000 to flight, 2 will put how many to flight? 10,000 to flight. So if you on your own, you've been making a profit of say 50,000 naira. When you become 2, you're not going to make times 2 of 50,000 naira. You might make times 4 of 50,000 naira. That's what? 200,000 naira in profit. And from there, you can pay your tailors. Don't work alone. Hire people to work with you. This brings me to number 3. Where are you going to find these people? It's not so easy to find skilled tailors, skilled artisans to work with you. That was the number 3 lesson I learned. Nobody told me. When I was now ready to hire, I'll put out notice everywhere and nobody will show up. And even when they show up, you realize, oh, this person is still a learner. Maybe she just ran away from her fashion school. She didn't complete her apprenticeship program and she feels she's ready to earn money from the skill. So I started finding myself teaching from the bottom, teaching my workers from the bottom up. At least I had sense to do that one. But of course, newbies, lucky you. You can look for agents who would connect you with qualified tailors. Or the only choma, she has a platform, I can't remember what it's called, but I'll check it out while editing this video and I'll put it on the screen, where she helps connect tailors with employers. You can leverage on such a platform and find tailors to work with you. Don't work alone. I know it's not going to be easy, but please be patient and find the right kind of people to work with you. Your team is everything. The success of your business highly depends on your team members. This next one, a number of you would argue with me, but You must not know how to sew everything. You mustn't. I know. Niche down, niche down. It's becoming cliche. You've heard it so much. Everybody's telling you to niche down. But it's true. Oh. It's true. Find your strength and niche down there. Do you know that people are making millions sewing shift dresses? People are making millions making bubbles, making kimonos. They have no idea how to make corsets. They don't want to be a Vicky James. And yet they are making money out of that. So why do you think that you must be able to sew wedding gown, jacket, corset, everything before you can start earning profits from your business? So you find that somebody has started her business, but she's still jumping every here and there, trying to learn this one, learn that one, learn this one, learn that one, instead of focusing on sales, which brings me to the next point. I did not know that I must focus on sales. I did not know. You know how we get in, most of us get into this fashion business so passionate about sewing that you don't even look at numbers. Wetin be numbers? Do we even keep books? Right now, are you keeping books? Ah, I'm jumping. Oh, that's another point. I'll get there. So we just enjoy the act of creating beautiful clothes that we do not remember to market and sell. In fact, I did not know that you should have a budget for marketing. So every once, when the spirit leads, I'll just go to my status and post something. Or when I wear fine clothes to church and I made it, I'll now go to Facebook and post something. I did not know that for me to never run out of customers, I should be constantly marketing. Lucky me, I was really good at tailoring. I was really, really good at it that I always got customers via referrals. But I realized that there was one particular season that it was dry. As in, I had orders that I was clearing out. And usually I'll have orders filling in before I clear out. But they weren't coming in. And that was when I learned sales and marketing. I had to do something about it so I can never run out of customers. So the next point is networking and collaboration. It sounds like a big deal, but really it's not. Just go and look for somebody in your city who is big in business and collaborate with her. How do you do this? For example, there was someone who was really big in my town. I went to her for mentorship. So in one of our discussions, she got to know that I was good at teaching. She started sending me students. She was so big and so busy that she did not want to teach, and she didn't have room to take in students, apprentices, or any such. Her focus was to produce clothes. There are some times that she'll be so full, others will be beyond her, and she'll start sending me some of her customers. That way too, I never ran out of customers. So network. Don't be ashamed or don't feel too proud to approach people who are big in business and let them know that you can, do this or do that, and you both have a symbiotic relationship, if I remember my biology correctly. Bookkeeping is very, very important. If I wake you now from sleep and said, how much profit did you make last week? Can you answer that question? If you can't answer that question, then you're not doing well. You have to start keeping your books. Check when you're making profit. Check when you're running at a loss. Check when you need to, make certain adjustments to make sure that your business is making money, your business is staying profitable. I did not know that for years. If we even start talking about paying myself a salary as a business owner, I was chopping from the business, spending from the business. I wasn't even aware of how much was coming in or how much was going out. Very, very bad practice. Please, newbies, don't be like me. Keep your books. There are simple accounting videos you can learn here on YouTube that would guide you to keep your books. If you sign up for my business mentorship program, we're going to be talking a lot more about this. I did not know that there are so many ways you can make money from this fashion business besides dressmaking. Okay? I know I said I started teaching, right? But I really did not teach because I wanted to make money out of teaching. I just love to teach. See me here on YouTube now. I don't ever run out of energy and strength to teach. So yes, teaching is one way to make money from your fashion business if you have a flair for teaching. But there are so many other ways, like pattern drafting, like content creation, like I'm doing here on YouTube, sales of fabrics and appliques and trimmings and other sewing consumables. So you might want to combine one or two other businesses on the side while you're running your tailoring or fashion business. You can join a wholesalers group on WhatsApp and start selling fabrics as a drop shipper. I have a video here which I'm going to be pinning somewhere here or here on the screen. In that video, you're going to learn how to start a fabric business. So you can start a fabric business and be earning millions from it monthly while you're still a dressmaker. So imagine if I'd known this way early. I would have been selling fabrics as a dropshipper. I would have been a dressmaker. I would have been a content creator here on YouTube because YouTube pays me. I've made so many videos as well on how you can earn money as a YouTuber. I'll pin it somewhere on the screen. Click on it and go and watch it, or watch it at the end of this video. I have a full playlist on that. In this day and age, location does not matter. Yes, it doesn't matter because we have the internet. The internet is the window to the world. Right here on this YouTube channel, I have had customers patronize me from the United States of America. They don't know where Calabar is. They've never been to Nigeria. They've never been to Africa. But through this YouTube channel, they can order a dress for me. There's Instagram. There's TikTok. Use social media to get noticed. Use social media to stay visible. Use social media to find new customers. I have made a video, if not several videos, here on this channel, how you can do that. I would pin it somewhere on the screen. I'll leave it as a tag. Go and watch. Your location does not really matter. It matters though, but it doesn't really matter. For example, when I got this knowledge that location does not matter that much, I decided when I started making babies to close down my shop and come and work from home. I've made a video on that, telling you how you can work from home, the advantages, and of course, the downside of it. I will pin it as well somewhere on the screen. Go and watch it. Guys, there's so much on this channel for you to consume. If you're new here, just subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you'll always be notified when I have new contents for you. Consume, consume, consume. Binge watch this channel. Be entertained, be educated, be uplifted, be empowered. Hi, Pendrelites. I'm here for you. If you've watched this video up until this point, you are the real Pendrelite. I wish you all the best. I want you to succeed in your fashion business. I pray for you that you will blow in this business. Somewhere on the screen right now, you would see another video I think you will find really helpful. Click on it and go and watch. Bye.